Andy was one of our jurors. You just heard from him. Kelly Carlson Reddig is an associate professor of architecture at University of North Carolina, Charlotte. She completed her undergraduate Bachelor of Architecture at Texas Tech and received the Master of Art Environmental Design at Yale. Kelly focuses on a variety of research and teaching interests, has published numerous papers, and focuses on such things as intentional materiality, detail, ornament, and decoration, a taxonomy, recently published papers. And we're delighted to have Kelly with us serving as a juror. COVID alert. We have Sohith Pereira joining us. Sohith is a graduate of our program who's gone on to do amazing things, including working with Zaha Hadid and Mad Architects on very interesting, complex projects around the world. He's currently starting his own practice in Manhattan and New York, where he's now located, and is a partner at Cora Architecture. Cora Architecture DPC is his firm, and is a design director at Cetra Ruddy Architecture, a 100-person office in Manhattan. Alexandra Mabola Ekobina is joining us from Berlin, and Sasha, Alexandra goes by Sasha, is also a graduate of our program. He went on to get his master's degree from the University of Stuttgart, where he studied computational design, and is currently doing a variety of different activities, working with artists and architects in Berlin. And we're delighted to have Sasha back in the fold. And Andres Say, I hope I am pronouncing that right, Andres is joining us from Hungary. Andres is a faculty member who's done amazing design build work with students. He also has a practice called CAN Architects, C-A-N. You should look up and see their work. Does amazing work, currently working on some educational work in Hungary. And he is also joining us late into his evening. So we appreciate Andres being part of our discussion today. The jury looked at the projects all together and folded the team projects into the group, and did not distinguish between the team and the individual projects, looked at them as a whole, which is certainly at their discretion, and identified some projects that they wanted to recognize, which we'll go through in a second. And there was also one additional award from MKM, the Ron Menzies Award. And maybe, Andy, you could say a few words about the criteria for that, and that one of our projects has been recognized with that distinction as well.
Yes, thank
Andy,
you.
Could you maybe talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So as part of the Capstone Design Awards, and in honor of one of our founding principals, we award a prize to a finalist whose project best represents the values of our firm, which is enhancing the health and well-being of our communities, and how their design solution fits within that criteria. So we have a special prize named after Ron Menzies. It has a nice plaque, virtual. We'll mail it to you. And it really, it's something that we've been awarding the last 3 years in honor of Ron, who is since retired from the firm, but is still a sponsor of our endowed scholarship with the university.
Thank you, Andy. And I'll also add, all of the projects recognized by the jury will receive a certificate that will look something like this. And one of the great joys is to hand those to you and shake your hand. We're not able to do that today, but the certificate will be waiting for you if your project is recognized in the architecture office. So you guys, when you're back in the building, can come and pick those up. With that, I'm going to hand the screen over to Josh Kagashal, who's going to walk us through the winners, and we will invite the jury to say a few words about the projects that have been recognized.
Up first, would the jury like to talk about this? Honorable mention, Adam Jarosik and Michael Shirley.
Yes, we appreciated the contextual scale of the project and its clarity of program and process, and we felt that this was deserving of an honorable mention. We thank you, Adam and Michael.
Next up, Elena Kunkler and Sabrina McCall.
Congratulations. This proposal stood out of this collection of projects due to its empathy to the history of the city and the historical buildings. So even though it's a contemporary structure, it reflects classical orders, and this was the only proposal that we found in. So it's already somehow woven into the city's fabric, and that's what we really enjoyed about it. Congratulations.
Next up, honorable mention, Alexis Rogi, sorry.
Thank you, Alexis. It's a great project. We were excited by the approach to the urban environment. The carved interior courtyard was really sort of beautifully scaled, and the approach from the street seemed to be able to balance issues of sustainability with issues of publicness in a very nice way. And so we appreciated all of the sustainable aspects of your project. I also really appreciated the kind of dynamic modular quality of the tower pieces, and the tall tower on stilts was really sort of a dramatic and strong representation. Beautiful drawings. We really appreciate the greening of the multiple floors, and we congratulate you on an excellent project.
Thank you. Next up, honorable mention, Gage Bookmeyer.
Hi, so congratulations. This we deliberated over this for a little bit. I think ultimately what was really interesting about this was that there was a formalistic kind of approach to this that is obviously very difficult, because you took a curvilinear design element and tried to merge it with this rectilinear one, albeit we felt you made a very strong attempt, and we appreciate that curvilinear design can take more effort as well. And also, I think there's a radical kind of distinction in that you took all of the circulation and moved it to the outside, which is also like a really interesting idea. So this is kind of very strong in ideas and geometries and kind of that exploration in that sense. So congratulations again.
Thank you. And final honorable mention, Seong Park.
So thanks a lot for this project, Sion. And what we really appreciated about it was that it really took a chance as far as the design, and was able to explore the space very differently and integrated transit routes such as the Loop, and also made very good use of steel itself in the material and that brief, and to really take advantage of its lightness to liberate the lower structure. So thanks a lot for that, and congratulations.
Thank you. And we're going to move into third place, and we had a tie for third place. So first up, Hunter Wallace.
Hunter, thank you so much. This was really a great project and a very thoughtful written statement as well, which helped me to understand the inspiration of your project. The two-part inspiration. One of them was really very clear to all of us as jurors, this sort of reference back to the history of Muncie with its industrial past, and the references to the chimney was so clear. And we were so excited about that portion of your project. And also the fact that you transformed it from a chimney, which would have been sort of adding to carbon, and turned it instead into an energy generating turbine and a stacked ventilation system. So very, very nice sort of transformation of the industrial iconography. In your written statement, we learned that it was also inspired by the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So we thank you for that. It's technologically really well resolved, beautifully drawn, and we congratulate you and appreciate your project.
Thank you. I just wanted to remind everyone, these are $500 prizes for the third place. So next up, we have Tyler Wrench.
So congratulations, Tyler. We deliberated quite a bit about this project. One of the things that we did find that we really liked was a lot of the moves that were made on the building was very contextualized. So the awareness of the sun path, or looking at how it works with the adjacent building and within itself. And also, quite importantly, the communication of the design was, we felt, quite well achieved. And yeah, once again, congratulations and thanks for your project.
Thank you. Moving on to second place, and the MKM prize winner is Dylan Frucci. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dylan. We appreciated the strong urban quality of your project and its connection to the local community, especially how you opened the first and second floors up to the corner. We really appreciated the transition from the street level massing to your tower form. We felt that was very successfully done. And as well as the integration of the program elements, we felt that your design responded to the program requirements very well, and especially as understanding how the aspects of the Muncie Forward Center addresses the social determinants of health within a community, and that, I think, is what led us to support your project for the MKM Ron Menzie Prize, because it really ties in with our values of enhancing the health and well-being of our communities and lifting up marginalized communities. We felt that the overall design had a nice integration of active and passive systems, and we really thought that it was a strong entry.
Thank you. That prize came to $750 cash prize, super generous by their sponsors, which leads us to the first place project, which has a $1,000 prize, and it was a tie. So the first one up in no particular order is Bryce Whaley.
Congratulations, Bryce. Your proposal's greatest appeal was its behavior towards the city, the way it's opening up, and with this rooftop garden that's running along all throughout the building, is amazing to provide public access to all the citizens and users. So throughout this vertical spectrum. The spatial richness that you provided with these in-between spaces throughout the whole structure, such as the courtyard and the cover and open rooftops, is great because it's balancing. It's unique enough to get people engaged, yet it's not too exotic to become detached from the city's fabric. And you also use the materials very cleverly and complementing the spatial distribution of everything you needed to put inside this building, which also has an ephemeral attribute that might be the next step in the next decades in architecture. So congratulations for this multi-layered design.
Yes, beautiful project. And the final first place project goes to Niang.
Nian, thank you for this project. It's actually, we deliberated on the first place. Well, actually, we deliberated on everything for quite some time, but you know, we in particular had very heated debates in reference to this. This is a very beautiful project. You've represented it very beautifully, and it's very formalistic and evocative of something that's a little softer and this kind of organic quality, which is absolutely lovely. And you've carried that through to the facade that has this very delicate kind of touch as well. And then in addition, the structure is quite, there's an ingenuity to the structure. We do suggest that you kind of look at aligning them, you know, if you're going to submit to the competition. But that was one of the kind of deliberation points for us. But the ingenuity on that is actually really the thing that kind of got us and something that we really kind of leaned towards. And overall, I mean, I think that it's not only the design and the facade and how you have kind of thought about this as a concept, but also your representation is that absolutely stunning. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you for that. And with that, I'm going to turn it back to Tim, who will finish up for us. But thank you to our jurors who spent a lot of precious time, and incredible thank you to our generous sponsor on this. We really, as a school, the students appreciate the effort that you give to us for that. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Josh, and thanks to the jury, and congratulations to all the projects that were recognized and all the projects and all the students that participated in the competition. I would like to remind everyone who might be disappointed at this time if you didn't receive a recognition that last year the one project that was recognized nationally in the ACSA project, ACSA competition, was not recognized in our internal competition. So we encourage all of you guys to take the feedback that you've just received, to continue discussions with your faculty and others to improve your projects. You have until June 2nd. So anytime prior to that, you can upload them to the ACSA website, and we want to continue to put Ball State's work forward on that national platform. I'd also like to invite our jurors, if they have any closing comments they might want to share with the students, not to put you on the spot, but is there anything you might want to share before we break?
I really want to express my appreciation for the projects today. I did not know how we were going to select the most excellent projects. I was just really blown away by what we saw today. So thank you so much for all of the work, which is impressive and well developed. I particularly appreciate the way that you guys are blending and integrating multiple concerns. It's not just about steel and technology, but you brought in the context and strong social agendas, environmental agendas, and the drawings are excellent. I was so happy to see all of the work, and so I thank you very much. It was challenging, but it was a really great day, and so thank you so much for all you put in.
Thank you, Kelly.
I would like to hop onto that. And first, hi Josh, hi Miguel, hi Andrea. How you guys doing? So first and foremost, thanks for inviting us to help and to participate in that. It was really nice to do that, and it was really great to see all the work and see also the progress that you've had. I would like to say, for those who didn't get this competition, I'd like you to know that I was disqualified multiple times for many of these competitions, but it turns out great. So just keep on pushing, and I would also encourage to also, I know it's hard right now with quarantine, but to find ways to collaborate amongst each other as well, as much as possible. I know that helped me quite a lot. So thanks a lot again. Thanks a lot, the jurors. Thanks everyone. So nice to see you all.
Thank you, Sasha.
I'd like to again agree with Kelly and Sasha. I really appreciate everyone's work. It was a difficult discussion for us all, as evidenced by the ties. I also appreciate the quality of work that was produced by all the students, especially given the unusual studio environment that you're all facing, and hopefully we're near the end of. But yeah, I agree with Sasha. Please use your fellow classmates as informal critics to work on your boards, and I think everybody has a project quality of the quality that would do well in the national competition.
Thanks, Andy.
Maybe I can say a few words. I along with all the other jurors, I think we very much appreciate what you guys have done, probably in a very short span of time, typically, with especially in relation to competitions. I am actually really happy to hear that you guys have more time to work on this before you submit for the national competition, because I think, like what Tim was saying, I think it's up in the air, because a lot of the ones that we looked at, again, we deliberated over many of them. So it could have been like a very small kind of thing that made one go over the edge versus the other. And I think that that's an opportunity to think about what you presented to us and think about how we've kind of reacted to it, because another jury will be also reacting to the work that you put in front of them. I think the work was, excellent. I think that there's always room to improve. So I think that this is a good opportunity that you've seen some of your classmates' work. You can probably speak to some of them, find out what are the qualities that kind of maybe drove us as a jury to kind of select those, and then maybe you can even develop it. And like Tim said, you might not have been selected in this, and you could potentially win something in the national. And also kind of going off on what Sasha was saying, competitions are brutal. You'll submit and you'll lose and lose and lose, and then there might be one that wins. But it's good to really kind of keep going after them, because it's the tradition of architecture in so many ways. It's a very contested tradition, but it's a tradition. So again, congratulations everybody, really well done.
Thank you, Sohit. Andres, do you have any final comments?
Yes. Thank you so much for having us as a jury, and thank you so much for your work, because you provided us with some really heated discussions as architects, which is great, because it means that we felt your passion in your projects. And there were multiple times when we were discussing that we just remember our work when we were in third grade at university, and we wished many times we were able to produce something like you did. So congratulations to everyone. And I would like to also thank to the other members of the jury, because I really enjoyed our discussions. So thanks for everyone involved.
All right, fantastic. Thank you all again for giving us your time. I think, Andrea, are you on the call? Does Andrea Swartz, our chair, want to make any comments?
Yes, I am, but I love all the words that have been shared already. Sohit and Sasha in particular, I haven't seen you guys in forever, so great to see you. Thank you, jury. Maybe one group that hasn't been thanked a lot is the faculty. And Tim, I know you put in a lot of work organizing this, appreciate that. And Josh and Emil, San Miguel, San Miguel, and Josh Edwards. Great job. It's a transformative semester, I think, you know, and students, yeah, keep the faith, you know, there's still good work down on the third floor. Not everyone made a finalist, but don't, you know, keep working on it. Be resilient and you'll succeed. So great job.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments from our group? I think we'll end thanking the jury and thanking again the fine work that the students put forward to make this successful. Thanks to our sponsor MKM for providing the prize money, which has helped to motivate our students' energies. And thanks to all on a very successful competition in a very challenging time. So I think individual studio faculty will reach out to their sections and let you know what our next steps are going to be, but I think we're done for the day. And thanks to all.
Thank you. Well done. Bye, guys.
Ciao, ciao, and thank you.
Thanks. Bye.